officers in pursuit of a suspect on a dirt bike.
Gil Davis overhead in Sky 5. Gil.
Well, Sharon, Micah, they were doing great until the guy jumped the curb and continued here away from the officers in an alleyway. Now the officers are going to have to re-scramble to try to get behind this motorcycle. It's a motorcyclist wanted for being armed with a gun. And this all started near Dodger Stadium and went through downtown LA, went south on Figueroa, all the way here to the 105 freeway. You're looking at Imperial Highway. He was on Imperial Highway for quite a while.
We are following breaking news now in Compton. LAPD pursuing a dirt bike. Allegedly, the person on this bike is carrying a weapon. Tim Lynn joining us on the phone right now. Tim, usually in the city limits or urban areas, it's always a car, but this time, of all things, a dirt bike, not a motorcycle, a dirt bike.
I can hear the airship directing him, but again, this rider, very difficult to keep up with for those LAPD units. Here comes one right there. He had to back up because he's coming right at him. Westbound on Imperial Highway.
Now westbound out towards Alameda, so it's unknown where this guy is going to end up.
It's not street legal, and he's definitely making it challenging for us. Look at that move there right in front of that car that was about to turn, got into an alleyway, and that's what separated the officers from the rider here, and since then they haven't really been able to get back behind him. Here he goes left turn, westbound I should say.
We're going to have to keep our shot from a distance, and even though we can't see the motorcycle, we can see the black and white units, and there they are right there making a right-hand turn on Compton Avenue in Watts. When we started picking this up, this is after a lot of dangerous riding in South LA.
Suspect still running from LAPD here and making his way, for the most part, on streets.
They're going to stick with it more than just a reckless driver on a motorcycle.
Yeah, that actually makes it a lot more dangerous. There you see him making a right-hand turn, going between a couple of vehicles. The two black and white units had to go around them now on Firth Boulevard in Watts, and now making another turn there.
We find ourselves right now near Linwood on the south side of the 105 freeway, shooting north as he heads directly into LAX's airspace, which is going to prevent us from following him. You can see him right there way off in the distance. Looks like he's right around 96th Street there to give you a mile marker.
When you get a motorcycle like this, he's got a lot more maneuverability than an automobile or an SUV. And, he can split right through traffic and sometimes not leaving. You see right here, you can see a little tough for the officers.
No spike strip, no pit maneuver. They can't do anything aggressive like that. And they have to treat him with even more care because of the knowledge, the intel apparently, that he is armed with a weapon. They have to, approach this very delicately. There was a suspicion that he tossed something during the pursuit. I saw something else flying. He's obviously got a cell phone in his hand right now, but what he tossed is still up in the air in terms of I don't know what it was. Whether was it the actual weapon? Was it some other piece of evidence? We don't know, but something was tossed. Not sure if they were able to retrieve it. If it was the gun, obviously that'll make things better, but they don't know that. They have to treat him as if he is still armed. That is the best intel they have. As he now pulls into this gas station, he will be cornered here momentarily. He will not have much time to do anything, but he's got several seconds for them to catch up here. So as he basically looks around,
He's trying to get gas.
Here's the helicopters. He is trying to get gas, and that little maneuver that he pulled through that alleyway apparently was able to put some distance between him and that unit. But keep in mind, the helicopter is right overhead.
Okay, yep, we got him. Cool. Hey guys, I got you. Go ahead. Okay. Right out your door, George. We're good right here. This is an area where the airship can be over him. So at this point, we have ground units as well as the LAPD helicopter overhead.
How much gas he got into that tank, who knows? Again, they only hold a couple gallons.
And now he's going to come up. I think that's the freeway. That, I believe, is it. What is that, Rob? Is that a train? It's a train track, maybe? I can't tell what that is. That's the train. Yeah, it's the Alameda train track there. He is now traveling southbound on possibly Beach Boulevard, picking up a little speed here. I'm not sure if he's even going the right way, but he did make a left turn there. He might come out behind these houses here, and it may not even be a street at all. There he is. There he is. It's a surface street. LAPD is behind him here. He's continuing southbound, now approaching 92nd. A right turn on 92nd, going westbound now.
That might not be an option for the LAPD at this point. But here goes the driver, wrong side of the road, left-hand turn southbound.
Hopefully, if they're watching, Fox, if they just say, pull over, you're not going to get away, dude. You're going to end up hurting yourself going through these intersections one-handed and on that left-hand turn going around.
He has acceleration. He just doesn't have the top-end speed that these vehicles have that are pursuing him. And there he is talking on the phone with somebody. It's on speaker mode, obviously, and he's trying to listen and talk.
He's finally in an area where we can actually maneuver around a little bit better.
God only knows what in the world he is planning here, but obviously these are his final few moments of freedom. It's just a matter of time before this comes to an end, and we can only hope it comes to a peaceful one.
Well, we can almost push in on his phone.
Yeah, and he's going on the wrong side of the road, Colleen, as you just noticed.
They see what's coming. They don't need to get involved. Just stop and let it go. If it's coming up behind you, let it go by you. So look at this. He's kind of showboating now.
Yeah, standing up. He's still got the cell phone there in his left hand, looking back at the cops, probably mocking them. Looks like he's talking to somebody again. And hey, listen, if you're watching us and you're talking to him, just tell this guy to pull over. He's not going to get away with this. It's going to be over, sooner rather than later. And all he's doing at this point is just stacking up the charges.
Exactly. Just lesser included charges onto whatever started this. These pursuit violations, they just kind of go into the bottom, and whatever the felony charges that they're chastening for is the main charging thing, and then everything else with all the felonies that he was here with putting people in danger will just be added on as extenuating circumstance.
All right, now traveling on West El Segundo Boulevard in Compton, and again, since we started following this pursuit, it was in South LA, it was in Watts, he went into Compton, back into Watts. We think basically, from what we've seen in the past, he probably is very familiar with this area, probably lives in this area, and is trying to figure out some way to ditch the police, and now he found a wide open field, and this is what I thought might happen.
Yep, the park. Yeah, they get into the parks where the units can't chase them and kind of zip right along. And now the air units are going to have to take this over and keep a close eye. But all it takes is for them to find the pedestrian exit out one side of the park. These are going to come right across the street. They're just zipping along. So yeah, it's Magic Johnson Park. Very, very familiar with this park over in the South Watts area. So. Luckily, not a lot of people out there, but he is really off-roading with a dirt bike and down the sidewalk and back onto El Segundo.
We are waiting for him to either run out of gas or perhaps get in an accident because of his recklessness. Chris Christie over at Air 7. Chris?
Yeah, I can tell you he is apparently on the phone with one of our photographers.
What?
Somehow, he has managed to reach ABC7. We're going to try and get more on the conversation. He has reached out to us, and I'm just fielding some text messages here from our photographer Marcel Melanson, who flies in Air 7 in the morning. Right now, he is doing circles in this park. This is Athens Park at Broadway. He's just doing donuts now in the park. No sign of law enforcement here. He is no longer on the phone. If you noticed, before he got into the park here, he actually slowed down a little bit, and now he's, what in the world? He just
What? Did somebody leave?
He got somebody to put
left
gas
fuel for
in
him.
a gallon container for him and leave it in the park. He just put gas in that bike. Somebody was able to drop gas off
because
in
the
the middle
cops
of
were
the park. LAPD, look at people running through the park. LAPD in the park, now crossing through this major intersection. That's Broadway and El Segundo Boulevard. People running for their lives through the park.
If we see him start to shake the bike the way he just did, that's going to tell us that he's pretty much running out.
Well, it depends how much you got in here. Most of these motorcycles only carry, 2-3 gallons of fuel.
LAPD back behind him. If you notice, the speeds are not what they were. As he gets back on surface, really, look at this, through a major intersection.
Just depend on that tactical flight officer in the air unit overhead to keep track of them and just get as close as they can, stay as close as they can.
Exactly, Micah. Here he goes. He's going to go through a mobile parking or gas station, I should say. He's going to go eastbound. This is going to be Imperial Highway. Send the message that, hey, we're not going anywhere.
And a terrific job to you as well, keeping up with the suspect. LAPD swarming the area. There you see another officer.
We're going to try to go back around the restriction here once again. We have to fly out towards the east, this time even further. So hopefully the rider will turn eastbound and come towards us. He's now eastbound 104th, approaching Broadway, cross traffic. He's going to come south at us. That's going to help us really quite a bit here. Besides the want for having a gun. So at this point, the rider's still able to evade the officers here, but still the officers say, no way, we're right behind you, and we're not going to stop until you run out of gas.
Yeah, he's compelled to continue taunting the officers as well, riding with one hand, sometimes with no hands. There's the foot bail. Yep, and officers are right on him. He's not getting up. No.
Wow. He's running. He's jumped.
Oh, he
jumped
is.
the fence.
Wow.
He ran. He tumbled off the bike. I think it ran out of gas finally. He bailed off the bike. He tumbled. It looked like he was going to be down for a while, and now he's over fences. He's going to go over possibly another one there, and he's got a bigger fence to clear. Officers were right on his tail. We'll see if they get into this alleyway. He's going to go down into the alleyway, and you can see a dog there. If he jumps that fence, it's going to be trouble. He's going to continue eastbound in the alleyway behind some homes here, and it was 112th Street is where we're at, over a chain link fence, and airship still tracking him along with us, looking like he might try another fence. He's getting winded at this point.
Yeah.
A lot of fences to jump.
This is South LA. Yeah, 112th Street, near Fake. Near Fake? And he just jumped in that trash bin? Near Main, 112 in Main.
Is getting the units on the ground in the vicinity of this suspect to be able to...
Here comes out.
Yeah, too hot. Got to go.
And that's it.
It looks like
Look at that.
they're right there.
They're there, and that's it. He knew it, and he heard them. They did a call out. He popped out of that trash can like a jack-in-the-box, and now he's coming out, and that's going to be it. He put down his phone, and what else does he have there? I'm going to come back in. He's taking off his gloves. They want to make sure he has nothing on him. He picked the phone back up, and now he's going to continue. They don't want him to reach into his waistband. It looks like he's hurt. He's kind of limping there a little bit. He definitely rolled off that motorcycle as it appeared to lose its gas and run out of gas, and just rolled without a helmet, like you were saying, Mike. A very dangerous situation the whole time, and was able to pop up, jump a couple fences here, and got into that trash can until he was able to be taken into custody here in just a second.
Just a remarkable effort again by LAPD officers on the ground to be able to stay with this suspect as he moved at very high speeds on a motorcycle. Obviously, the agility of a motorcycle, he can shake a law enforcement officer in a vehicle, and he did several times throughout this process, but they stayed with him. and now he is in custody, and he is fortunate that not only is that bike not in more than one piece, that he's not in more than one piece.